Welcome to the Viksit Bharat Leaders Mentorship Program. I am very excited and honored to welcome each one of you today. By 2030, you will be amongst the top 10,000 Bharatiyas who will be trained enough to become Viksit Bharat leaders, which means in the next 5 years, you will be amongst 0.0007% of Bharat. 10,000 people amongst 140 crores is just 0.0007%. And that is a huge responsibility and accountability on you and me. Because then we have to ensure that we further take this cause and we ensure that other people around us also thrive. Because as Viksit Bharat leaders, it is our responsibility to ensure that Bharat grows. We grow, Bharat grows, that's for sure. I have personally been training and mentoring thousands and thousands of people, especially the youth of Bharat, which is you. Let's now start your journey. How will we make this happen? Let's first start with the foundation. The only thing that I want you to focus upon in this entire program is ask more questions. Do one thing. Repeat with me. Internalize this. Let's spend some time on this. Ask more questions. In Bharat, in our education system, in schools and colleges, even in our families, we're not taught well enough to ask questions. In fact, in our society, when we start asking questions, we are generally snubbed. We're generally laughed upon. But what I want you to do is ask more questions. I want to develop critical thinking in you. And each and every question must be Bharat first. So of course you have to understand Bharat and ask Bharat first questions. But what happens when you start asking questions? Look, when you start asking questions, you start getting answers. When you get answers, you gain clarity. When you gain clarity, you get confident. When you get confident, when you become more confident, you start taking small actions. As an example, when you gain clarity on how to drive a car, you gain more confidence. When you gain more confidence, you are able to drive a car. You're able to fly an aeroplane. You're able to do incredible experiments. You're able to lead Bharat. So, the first thing is ask more questions. Questions will lead to action, and further, finally, it will lead to growth, your growth and Bharat's growth. Now let me introduce to you the Viksit Bharat Leaders Mentorship System. Look, ultimately you have to realize that anything that becomes a system scales. Unless and until you learn how to build systems in life, you will never be able to grow anything. Even your family. The family is a system. It goes on. And every system is based on certain rules or foundations or frameworks or pillars, whatever that you want to call it. I am giving you two simple pillars on which this entire program is based. Number one is one-on-one mentorship. And number two is the 4 zones of learning. So very quickly, one-on-one mentorship is what you will get in this program. And number 2 is the 4 zones of learning. Learning helps you become better. Learning helps you become a better version of yourself. Learning opens your worldview. And mentorship helps you ask the right questions, because not all learning is important to you. But you have to be mature enough, you have to be intelligent enough to get the important signals from learning. So learning opens your worldview, and mentorship ensures that you are able to capture the right signals from that learning. All right, let's get started. In the Viksit Bharat Leaders Mentorship mobile app, you will get your mentor, which is Mentor M. So once you are in our mobile app, you go to a section called New Ping, and you can ping Mentor M. Any questions that you have regarding your career, your life, regarding your business, start asking your questions to Mentor M. Write him your questions. Mentor M, today I'm not feeling too well. Mentor M, my revenue is going down. Hey, Mentor M, I had a bad day at school. Hey, Mentor M, I'm completely confused of what stream to choose for my college. Hey, Mentor M, I was preparing for my IAS exams, but I failed in all the attempts. What do I do in life now? I have no clarity at all. Hey, Mentor M, I'm getting very depressed. What do I do? So ask your questions to Mentor M. Mentor M is not a bot. It's a real person. These are real mentors. These are real people who will reply back to you. Most of the questions will be answered within 24 hours. Some questions that need more depth or that need more experts to come on board with will be answered within 48 to 72 hours at max. So don't worry about it. The screen that you are seeing right now in front of you is how Mentor M chats with you, how you could chat with Mentor M. In your mobile app, you will see a section called Hey, Hey. Tap on that Hey, and on top left of the screen, you will see new ping. Ping Mentor M. Mentor M will reply back to you. These are all the chats that people in our program are already having with Mentor M. They're consistently asking questions, they are gaining more clarity. So Mentor M is your mentor, your best friend, your guide for life, your guide for success in Bharat and beyond. Now come, let's understand the 4 zones of learning. Let's first understand why do we have to learn and what do we have to learn. The why has to be very, very clear. Why do we have to learn? Such that we are able to understand the world at large. We are able to understand what's happening in the world, what's changing, what's the future like. So our worldview expands when we learn. And what should we learn? Now I will answer that question for you. So we've divided the entire learning into 4 zones. Bharat zone, startup zone, the library zone, and future zone. When you go to Bharat zone, it's a folder. When you will open that folder, you will see a lot of videos, blogs, articles that will ignite your thought process about Bharat. You will see some of the best content from the internet already curated for you. So you don't have to waste your time anymore on social media. All of the best content from the internet is being curated for you here. Just watch the videos, read the blogs. It will tell you more about Bharat. And whenever you have questions, who do you ask? Mentor M, right? Then comes the startup zone. In the startup zone, you will get a lot of videos and top startup blogs. Now, these videos are very well structured. Marketing and branding, sales, growth, and we will keep curating it better and better. By the way, let me tell you, most of the content that you will see in the app is global content, which is in English language. Because I personally feel that great quality content is available on the internet in English language. And most of the content that we are creating currently in Bharat is good quality or is just about okay quality, but it is still very mediocre. Because most of us are caught in that trap of just making a lot of money. It doesn't work that way. That is why we've not been able to build companies like Facebook and YouTube and Google, and we are just at their behest. Though we've got all the talent, we just don't have the vision large enough. We're just wanting to fill our own pockets. It shows with what goes viral on internet in Bharat. Today, entertainment goes viral. Today, influencers go viral. Why wouldn't science, biotechnology, why wouldn't semiconductors, why wouldn't all of this go viral? Why wouldn't product creation go viral? Because, well, we are not tuned for it. But in Viksit Bharat Leaders, we will tune you for it. The next is library zone. In the library zone, you will get some of the finest research reports that are publicly available, curated for you in the library zone. And you will also get a lot of books and articles. These are publicly available, by the way, right? Else, we will of course pay for it and you will be able to read it. The next is future zone. In this zone, we talk about artificial intelligence. We talk about Gen AI. In this zone, you also think weird. You think, can a car fly? Would Google Maps will have to curate the sky because cars will start flying tomorrow, right? So we will keep talking stuff that will sound weird at first. Most stuff anyways was weird 50 years, 100 years back, right? Who would have thought of flying? Who would have thought of fast modes of communication? Who would have thought of an email? Who would have thought of a smartphone? Well, it's all real today, right? So we'll have those weird conversations in the future zone. These 4 zones will prepare you for the world. They will prepare you for Bharat. They will prepare you to self-ignite yourself. Got that? And whenever you have questions around any of this content, who do you ask? Mentor M. Look, this is how our zones look like. The startup zone, brand marketing, podcasts, documentaries, starter story, all of this is already being curated for you. So you don't have to waste your time on the internet anymore. Look at the library zone, research reports, some of the finest research reports, some of the finest are already being curated for you here. And by the way, you can download it from our app itself. Now, your number one task that I want you to take care of is ask curious questions to Mentor M. The more questions you will ask around your career, around business, technology, money, wealth, health, the more you will get ignited. Number 2, I want you to watch content from these 4 zones and ask questions to Mentor M. That's how it will work for you. That's how you'll get ignited. Got that? Finally, let's come to our revision. Ask more questions. The more questions you ask, the more answers you get. The more answers you get, the more clarity you get. The more clarity you get, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the more actions you take. The more actions you take, the more growth happens for you and for Bharat. Our goal is clear. By 2030, we will be amongst the top 10,000 people in the country taking this country forward. We will be Viksit Bharat leaders. We will be amongst the 0.0007% growth-oriented people in the world. And we will proudly wear the badge of being a Viksit Bharat leader. Thank you once again for coming into this program. I am sure the next 5 years, this will be a phenomenal journey for each one of you. Thanks for taking this country forward. Thanks for being a Viksit Bharat leader. I wish you all the very best. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.